All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. We got another one for you today. We're gonna run through a few of the channel's favorite cryptos, as well as some new cryptos that we have come across, and let's just get right into it. So, if we look currently, market cap is just a little bit over a trillion. It seems to be ready to dip below. And like I've told my previous viewers, and I recommend to uh, all the future viewers of this channel, and if you're new, please like the video, share it, and subscribe. And for those who have been rocking since day one, I appreciate it. And so usually I like it to be about 1 1.5 or better. And I continue to move up because at one point I say, maybe even more, that is really, really true juice for a rally. So I would say if it's not like over 1.5 at this point, you can't, everything is suspect. So I wouldn't get too excited about Bitcoin, keep hitting that 28,000 wall or 27,000, or it can't break 30,000 or even get over $33,000. I'm just not convinced of anything. But that's not to say that it's not a lot of potential going on, a lot of new developments. I've been watching closely some of the channel's favorite cryptos that we usually talk about. I'm gonna get right into them. So we're gonna let's start off with Dent. Okay, we're gonna start off with Dent. I got quite a few on here, and I'm adding some. Like I said, you know, the market right now is just too, um, just unpredictable. Day by day, you gotta take it. You don't know what's gonna happen with some political aspects of the market and whatnot. So it's just you gotta be careful. So we got Dent pulled up here, and as you can see, Dent is currently sitting at 0.0007816. It's a nice little dip that happened today. I don't know what's currently making the market react this way. It could be a number of things. I believe Binance has some SEC issues going on that can affect the market possibly. So you just never know. But this is all, could be looked and spent, and a good thing because you get cheaper prices, and you'll be able to stack your bags a little bit better than what you got them now. Um, so yeah, so we got Dent pulled up, and one of the most current things that's going on with Dent is that let's take a look. They updated their website, so they got some new um specs to take a look at. We could look at this real quick. If I can get this pulled up, and not really a new roadmap. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't see anything in regards to a new roadmap. But however, there is some just so here's the new website right here, and you could see it's definitely uh a site for sore eyes because they had the other website up um for quite some time, and now you can see here they got a new one up, and it's pretty clean. Really, I don't see, it still has some of the stuff from the previous, like as far as information, some of the information from the previous website. They did do something with the Dent app where they upgraded it in some type of fashion. And for the most part, just a lot of forward thinking, a lot of new, uh, I guess, achievements and milestones, as they share the history of Dent. And for me, Dent is just has been the most consistent coin that I had in my portfolio as far as since I started dealing with Dent at a very, very low 0001 area. Um, and to be honest, it's not too far from there. It's gonna need some real heavy red days to get back to that part, but it's right around the corner. So, those are good areas for Dent. You can see they still trying to put at least a current face 2023 website up. And they got some stuff where you can reach out to the organization and find out or ask questions or whatever have you. But for me, Dent is just one of those cryptos that I have a complete confidence in because it's just been consistent. It's an ERC20. We don't know what's going to be the outcome to what, any type of political uh, legislation as far as um, securities and things of that nature, commodities. So we'll see. But, this is the number one crypto on this channel, period. In the discussion now, I know a lot of the viewers would say, there's this crypto, there's that crypto, but at the end of the day, this one has a good product that has been used like in real life transactions, real life top ups, but data, and that's what it is. You could deny it, but they're gonna scale out. They're gonna do some other stuff. You can come here and read more information on it. But right now we're gonna keep it pushing and get back to the next one. And this is a new crypto, so we're gonna bounce back and forth. We're gonna go old school, new school crypto, right? So that was an old school crypto. This is a new school we're gonna talk about next, and that is Zen. All right, so here we have Zen crypto pulled up here on CoinMarketCap list. The current price action on this crypto is sitting at 0.00000. That's 5 zeros after the decimal, 1497. Now, this crypto, according to some of the research that I have come across, it is made to be inflationary and deflationary, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm still doing my due diligence. But, the fact that, well, it's inflationary for a certain amount of time, which um should be around like 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. And up until that time, you can mint as much as your heart wants, long as you're able to pay those um, gas fees on Ethereum. Now, that being said, there's also a lot of burn mechanisms in this protocol as well. So it's a lot of game, not games, but there are games that you can burn your Zen, and it gives you a certain token, and then that token might take off. You can do they got Zen FTs. You can do that if you're into it. It's a lot of little stuff that's in this ecosystem that's really like making it active, and making making people want to participate. and now the price has been falling. It had did a little pump a few weeks back from falling then it did a little pump, and now it's back on a downtrend. But I think this crypto is going to be a hot 2023 crypto because it's new, and it's not really a bad crypto to have in your bags. It's not. You just want to you want to have your sacks full with coins that's going to make at least two zeros. Like that's a good range on these. You want them to do as best as they can, but two zeros you can get something nice and keep it moving. And that'll be that. So Zen Crypto is a good one. You can watch it, put it on your watch list. They got a nice ecosystem. It's a community that's getting big. It's on multiple chains, a lot of chains that's Ethereum. I don't even think Ethereum is leading. I think Ethereum is probably at 80, 90,000 holders. You got Binance Chain with like about maybe probably the same or more holders. Polygon's probably at like 60,000. Avalanche, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 10,000. So they're on multiple chains. They have multiple projects and protocols and things of that nature going on the chains that you can burn Zen and receive another token that would probably be worth more in the future. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go do anything of that nature because I'm not a financial advisor and I can't give you advice like that. But what I'm saying is, you know, this crypto could be a really nice crypto to have in your bags. And I'm gonna just, that's that. So here we go. We're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna go to the next crypto that we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna go back to an old school crypto. That crypto goes by the name of Ken Coin. So we got Ken pulled up here. So Ken is an old school crypto. Um, it used to be on Ethereum blockchain. Now it's moved off of that blockchain. Well, it actually was on maybe another blockchain before it moved to Solana. So it's about three blockchains since the years it's been out. Even up to this point on Solana, it was a little some shenanigans going on with the developers, just people who are involved with this project, and they all blew it up and went certain ways and went all off in their corners, and it was a big mess, and it still is a big mess because even if you go to the website right now, you can see that this crypto, it'll lead you right to a Twitter page. That's a bad sign. That's bad. That's just bad business. But despite all of that, it's still a lot of development going on. And I'm gonna tell you like this: one of the guys who were a developer on this blockchain, by the name of Joseph, I gotta get his name, but this guy comes up with code. So code is like a wallet that is on it's for Ken. You can send Ken to this wallet, and I guess you can hold it there, or even if you invite somebody else to download the code, and you can make transactions peer to peer with code. You download code, I download code. I go get some Ken, send it to you, or you got Ken, you want to send it to me, we can send it to each other right through the cold wallet, and then I can take that Ken and do as I please. I can send that Ken maybe to an exchange or whatever. So it's a payments system type of app. It's on Android and on Apple. They just came out with it. I used it. It does send and receive Ken coin. That's for sure. So it's a Solana type based wallet because Ken is on a Solana blockchain. That's the only thing on it. So, but anyway, I would like them to do something more with that code. I don't know if it's just one of the developers out of however many that dispersed from the original project Kin. And they said that they're going to keep it Kin. So I'm assuming if you're going to come out with a wallet like that, Kin is going to be Kin. With that being said, despite all of the shenanigans going on in the background, you still have this crypto that has name notoriety. It's an old crypto, and still at the same time, it has it'll spike. It'll spike with the best of them too. So, you know, all I'm saying is, keep this on your watch list. Don't be afraid of it. It's still on Solana. Solana is still ringing bells. They're coming out with a phone. They got a like a headquarters store in New York City. I'm pretty sure if they figure out how to, actually market that, that can be a jewel. But what they would have to do is get this Solana chain up and running and also compatible with other chains and things of that nature. You can really do something with that store because I believe that Solana is going to be one of the chains that people are going to be talking about because it is a lot of different chains out there. Everybody's coming out with a chain, everybody's coming out with a coin, and but what's going on within the ecosystem? What are you doing with the coin? So that's going to be the test of everything to separate the garbage. But we're going to push on to current coin, right? Now we're not going to look at no Pepe. That is hilarious with those meme coins. Seriously, it's a time to play. It's a time to play, and then it's a time to get serious and get your bags right. So, you got this coin PulseX pulled up here. Now, this is another crypto that is a new crypto, 2023 crypto. And I think this crypto is going to be fire just for the simple fact that it has a large community um, that's coming from the HEX community, and uh, and they're led by a guy named Richard Hart, who is the creator of this ecosystem and these different chains and coins and exchanges, and a lot of his following, to me, they are very, 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 very confident. Okay, some of them could be a bit on the, just I want to say over exaggerated side, but still, you need all of that energy in your community. You need the boring community members, the active but just still laid back community members. You need the wild, out of control community members, and those are the community members that stir up the excitement about things. And once their excitements get to staring up with people who don't know what's going on, then it's easy to get everybody involved. So that's just how that goes. I just watch this community and some of the things, videos, influencers that talk about these cryptos from this guy Richard Hart, and it's a split bag, but it's really a split bag. Some people say scamming and rug pulls and blah blah blah, but I've seen the work of Hex, and I know that that thing did damage when it came on the scene, real. And I was just a few seconds from getting involved, but I had other things on my plate at the moment. I had my hands full with Dent, other cryptos that I was exploring and researching and things of that nature. And I never really got a grasp of Hex only because it just seemed so hard to get. At the time I wasn't sure about MetaMask. I didn't understand, how could I push this little puzzle looking piece on my desktop, and it produces a wallet. Is this real? Is this, I was going through that phase at that time. And I think literally you can only get it if you was on like Uniswap or something like that, or Dex. I don't know. It just wasn't on, Binance or none of the major commercial exchanges. So it was kind of hard to get. So I used to watch that thing grow in parallel to what I was doing and just not understanding how you could get involved. But through the course of time, and now that crypto is a little bit more easier in some sense because technology has advanced, and things are just going to continue to get better over time. I've I've seen it now. I've seen that they got a community. I see how you can actually get it, and at this point, with the produced numbers that Hex did, if there's a slither of a chance to get involved, you better find it and get involved. That's the urgency I have now as far as trying to get into this ecosystem. So that's why I'm bringing it up. This particular coin has emerged out of whatever sacrifice jargon that's going on in their ecosystem. So this birth of a new coin, PulseX, is what is happening right now. And right now, the market cap is sitting 0.00005505. That's not a bad spot, And with the type of community, I think this is easy chopping off at least two zeros if you're gonna ask for anything of this coin. Two zeros, I think that could be very, 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 very easy for this one to do with the expected gains and all of the um, talk and everything that goes on when it comes to this PulseX, Pulse Chain Hex community. So this is why I want to bring this to your attention, because maybe this is one that you can put on your watch list, and if you can get involved, it is definitely something that could be potentially a good move, right? So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna push on to the next crypto, and let's go to another old school. So we bouncing back and forth, old school, new school. So right here we got old school crypto um that been around for some years now, and has done relatively good in bull markets, and right now it is crumbling down like the rest of them, and the price action is sitting at 0.002996. Now this one just ran up crazy too, so it's come down substantially from where it just pumped to a few weeks back. Now, if this is going to be a bear market to where we're going to be testing the lows, then this might be one you want to put on your watch list, because BAX is a banger when it comes to the bull market. And they have a lot of things going on. They too have produced. So you know what I'm noticing, like the trend of these cryptos that I'm starting to notice is that they all coming out with wallets. Now that's going to be important because the first thing a person want is security, and they're going to want their wallet personally on their phone and where they can get into. And if you ain't got a wallet that somebody can't go into the app store and download, that's going to affect your crypto project, period. Like nobody wants to leave it on a phone. Nobody wants to leave if it doesn't have access to exchanges. Nobody wants to leave it on exchange, right? So if it doesn't have access to exchanges, that's going to make your crypto even worse for adoption. So the adoption is going to come when people could just go into the app store, download the wallet from the app store, or download it and then just send the crypto right to their wallet. And the fees got to be cheap. Nobody's gonna pay $40 to send some coins from the exchange to their own wallet. That's crazy. Like that should be like, 5 cent, not even 5 cent, 3 cent. Polygon, Polygon, Avalanche, those chains are going to kill it because their fees are like nothing. Nobody doesn't mind paying, 2 cent for a transaction fee. They're gonna pay that all day long. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you could send, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for like 30 cents to another wallet. That's gonna be what changes the game. Bitcoin is gonna be too clunky, too expensive. Ethereum's going to be too clunky, too expensive. And these chains are going to be what's new because now everybody's going to be aware and know how to use crypto and buy crypto and move it around and do all these kind of things. They're not going to be wanting to do that on Ethereum. So right now it's cool because it's just mostly a lot of people who are already in crypto, are familiar with crypto. But when the masses come, it's definitely going to be cheaper chains that they can do all of that stuff with and just pay, a few pennies on a dollar. So Bab, they have an app out right now, and according to them, inside of their app, you can go straight to fiat. Now, on the American side, you can't do it. And they said that they're working on that, and but you still can buy that, and they do have something with some type of American fiat, but it's to a certain extent. It's not what we want. It's not what we expect. What we expect is clearance from our uh brick and mortar banks that we could walk into, and those are drying up. But like we still got them. They're gonna be around for, still some years. It's not like they're gonna poof away right away. People still like going into the bank, right? And you still got to do all of that stuff for houses and blah blah blah. It's not all online yet, but still in all, you always gonna want from your brick and mortar bank straight to whatever crypto exchange and that's how smooth of a transition you want. So of course you got to go through security, and once they clean that up and get all of that straight to where it'll be a security check to make sure that the transaction from your brick and mortar bank is actually you. Once you confirm that, boom, that goes through. They're not gonna hold nothing up, regardless, because they know this is crypto now and this is what it is. It's gonna be a smooth, transition and transaction, I should say. And for the most part, it's gonna go straight from one end to the other. And that's how they're gonna want it. And that's how crypto get mass adopted. It's not gonna get mass adopted with contracts and blah blah blah. People don't even know about none of that stuff. People don't care about that. And truthfully, when institution come in and they line up and they post up, they're gonna post up in like the top, couple of coins. They're really not gonna know all the deep different little gems and things of that nature. So it's important when you post up early, like how institutions gonna post up. Because when retail come in, they're gonna see the same things you see, and that's how they're gonna react. And that's where all the bull rallying is gonna come from. Yep. All right, so let's keep it pushing. We walked through a few coins. I'm just trying to get um a little bit of content out there just to let y'all know I'm still doing videos. I appreciate the 2,000 plus subscribers that I got. And if you new, please like and subscribe to this video. I'm making videos, but right now the market is really not doing anything. So it doesn't make sense to keep beating you over the head with the same information like some of these channels do. I'm not going to do that. You know, once it start moving, I'm gonna come back in and we're gonna start breaking these cryptos down and seeing what's really, really good, and we're gonna monitor some upwards momentum. But now we're in, whatever type of spin it is. It could be up, it could be down. We're not that bad, but it can be some more down pressure. I can see this losing this position and gaining a zero. You know what I'm saying? So I can see where it can get ugly for a lot of these cryptos. All I'm saying is just, keep things on your watch list and, be mindful of the volatility that can happen. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with this last crypto. I got Verge pulled up here. This is another old school crypto. Um, so I noticed that the price is definitely under a penny, definitely under half a penny. So I mean, these prices are very good for this type of crypto. And the reason why I say that is because this type of crypto doesn't stay like under a penny for long. Like it busts out of the penny range. Very fast, very volatile. And once it goes out of that range, it's not gonna come back until we're in like a market like we're in right now. That's the only way it's gonna get this low. And I actually seen it lower than this. So if this loses another zero, like if it gains a zero and it goes up to three zeros, oh, that is definitely a present for you. Because this crypto busts it goes crazy. And you can see here, like just look at the chart. Look at the chart. The chart will tell you everything you need to know. You can see it busts crazy from these lows. See where we at right now? It was just a little low. Zero. Actually, it's lower. Look, in 2017, it was 0.006 in 2017. These are actually the lows of this crypto. This crypto. Now, if we go back further than that, of course, deep 2017, man, four zeros. But that was like the beginning of this whole crypto thing with some of these crypto that came out in 2017. This was one of them. 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is a 6 year old company. But so from that 4020 range, however you want to look at it, it shot up to 22 cents. Then, that crash, of course, they all went down. Then it had another burst. Look, 2 cent and 18 all the way up to 8 cent. Boom. Then the fall again back to the double zero range. The same range that it's in right now, except it's cheaper than any of those previous years predating the actual beginning of the coin. And even then, in 2021, from the double zero, like I said, it just spikes right on up. Look at that. All the way. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And when it stops, it'll drop to 6 cents and then smash back down. Right? So here we are again. Here we are posted 2017 old school crypto underneath those levels from back in 2006 years ago. Right now, you can get it at a discount. Fill your bags, right? And expect a spike from Verge because Verge doesn't stay low. That's why, I'm like, hey, you know, you don't need, you can't afford to fill your bags. Just have a sack, maybe. Get a sack. You can't, but get something. And we're gonna leave it at that. I'll probably make another video. It's a couple of more coins that I wanted to go over. Some old schools, and I got some new schools. You know, I'm gonna get back into it, making videos. Like and subscribe. I'll see y'all in another one.